Hi, welcome once again to another episode of Christmas At. I'm Jeff Dixon. I'm your host as we think about Christmas at other places. Places where you may have not been. Now, I must admit to you that today our Christmas At journey takes us to some place that's a lot closer to home for me than maybe it is for some of you, depending on where you're watching in the country, because this one's in Florida. I guess the question would be, not have you ever spent Christmas at Christmas Island, but have you ever spent Christmas at Sandy Island? Sandy Island is found in West Palm Beach, Florida. And if any place ever had a 700-pound or 700-ton sand Christmas tree, it would have to be South Florida. Because there, that's exactly what they have. There in a place called Sandyland. It's a massive sand-sculpted Christmas tree that hosts nightly shows with synchronized lights and water spurts from the Centennial Fountain nearby. And each year they add to it, and it gets bigger and bigger, and the crowds get bigger and bigger. It started from a slim 400 tons, a little mini tree, back in 2012 to today, that 700-ton sand behemoth, built right there in the sand. It even has its own Instagram account. You can check that out when you're done watching us here today. This year, you can even admire this monster sand tree from the top of a 65-foot Ferris wheel, billed as the long-lost cousin of this Sandy Island Christmas tree. I have no idea how they build that, but that's neither here nor there. Now, not only, though, can you see a Christmas tree, there are another 100 tons of smaller sand sculptures all about the waterfront. Flamingos, mermaids, a walrus playing a guitar and playing a Christmas tune. This month-long holiday in paradise happens every year, starting around Thanksgiving, and then it rolls all the way to the first of the year. You can have breakfast with Santa and eat pancakes with the jolly old man, and you can also have a not so unusual fire dancing experience at night right there in front of that 700-ton hunk of sand there in Sandy Island. Wow. See, Florida is not the first place that comes to mind when you start thinking about a white Christmas. But Florida does have enough sand to have a sandy Christmas. It reminds me that Christmas can happen anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what part of the country you're in. It doesn't matter where you're living. Christmas can happen wherever you're at, as long as you remember what Christmas is all about. And so, if you ever happen to be in South Florida and you want the unusual kind of tree, make sure you visit Sandy Island in West Palm Beach. And while you're there, watch the lights and think to yourself, wow, that's the strangest Christmas tree I've ever seen. And you would be right, but that's Christmas at Sandy Island.